Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Vasila built for speed as usual, and today, not as so usual video. I want to be talking, this is the first time I'm officially going to introduce this car. This is a 05 S60R M66 6-speed manual transmission. This car we bought from somewhere in the middle of the United States. My brother bought it, and it has a lot of work, engine work and stuff done to it, like darting sleeves, pistons, I think Wiseco pistons on it. It has a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was a hack job, I'll tell you that much. A lot of stuff we had to redo. I had to reseal the block and all that stuff. It was just a lot of little stuff that we had to redo, like clutch. We did a lot of stuff to it pretty much, but that's not today's subject. Today's subject, we got, and the turbo from Vivo Performance, I don't know if it was maintenance thing or whatever, seized up on it, completely seized up on us. So we had Nick Knight build us a turbo. I think it's a 84 millimeter, right, David? Yeah, 84 millimeter turbo. So today we're gonna do a quick unboxing, and then I'll give you a little bit more details on this car, what we have on it and what we've done to it, what's done to it, and then when we're gonna install the turbo on it. So yeah, today's gonna be just a turbo mainly install. We'll do unboxing, we'll talk about a little bit what tuning it has and all that later in the video, but let's get to that unboxing now. Edit it. So I'm gonna unbox it, cut this box out. This is the first time we see it, so let's see here. Oh wow, he included a lot of, I didn't know that these, let me see which Mamba Tech I think we got the wastegate. Yeah, so it has, he gave us a bunch of different springs for the wastegate. That's awesome. I don't know if he just did that just for the fun of it. So we have a bunch of them. Yep, Mamba Tech wastegate. All right, so this is the turbo that we sent to him, built by Nick. Mamba Tech wastegate, that's the one we bought from him. We already had this on our turbo, we didn't even know we did. The Forge, what is it called, the not GFP, whatever it's called, the CBV or whatever valve. So there's that. He completely rebuilt the backing plate because the backing plate was worn out. We didn't know it was worn out. We sent him an original turbo from the S60R that we're parting out, and it was good turbo, supposedly. We thought it was good, but he ended up being that the backing plate was worn out, so we had to get a new backing plate on the turbo. So he ceramic coated it for us. We had a ceramic coated 84 millimeter, I believe that's inlet, right? Inlet, yeah, 84 millimeter inlet. Obviously a little bit bigger outlet. Also, I'd have to find out the specs exactly for that, but yeah, outlet, and yeah, fresh turbo. Look at this, look how shiny that is, pretty cool. So he mounted everything for us, so made our job a lot easier. So take a look inside, see if you can show them the propeller, how they look. Like you can see it's bored out, like it's a lot, like and it spins really freely, balance and all that. So it's quite a lot that he drilled out, bored out, and that's the exhaust side. One thing I'm going to compare a little bit, this is the P3 stock turbo, and this is the housing, I guess it's stock on this too. So you can see how much thicker the S60R turbo is. Like it's thicker, the housing itself, the exhaust. You can see that it's a twin scroll on the P3, and it's I believe it's a single, right? It's a single scroll on the exhaust on it, but this housing is quite a bit thicker, you can tell, quite a bit, but exhaust housing is pretty much the same size, just this one has the twin scroll and this one is single. So that's about it. And yeah, the inside that one's puny compared to that. Okay, so Nick also sent us all the spare springs, just in case you want to change. So they have all this explanation, kind of which color represent how much PSI spring. So usually the tuners tell you to run 50% of, so pretty much half. So if you want to run 20 PSI boost, you want it to hold, you want to run 10 PSI spring. If you want to run 25 PSI, then you want to run 12.5 to 13 PSI spring. But Nick said he usually likes 2/3, so 75% of what you want to run, but we'll see. We may start with half and see how that goes. But because usually you don't want it, because if you spike at 26 PSI and then it fades down to 20 or 21, you're running 21 PSI. You're not technically running 26 PSI. That's just a spike. What you usually want, you want it to build, boost, and hold it there. You don't want any like spikes, because that will create issues with your engine. You can mess up your car like that. So we may just do like So we want to run about 26 psi. That's our goal. So either 12 or 15 psi, gray or yellow. So this is orange.
It's orange. Yellow's in here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, green. So yellow's in there. So 12 psi. We thought the green one was in there with Nick. Nick thought it was the 7. Hopefully it's not the white. If white's not here, is it?
It's yellow. Yeah, they didn't include the white or the red.
Yeah. So anyways, so if it's green one, we have the here. So it most likely has 12 psi spring. We're probably gonna check that, but yeah, we're either gonna do yellow or gray because we want around 26 about. So that's the springs we'll need. Okay, and here's Nick's card. So if you guys can see his contact info, if you guys want to contact him, his email, his Instagram is right there on the bottom left. If you guys can see, you can screenshot this. I'll also include his Instagram and Facebook page in the description of my video. But yeah, that's the guy that had us this turbo built. So yeah, and then we already have a Hilton Stage 3 tune. We bought the car with it, and Hilton sent me a few revisions. So we'll run on that tune as soon as we install it, and then I'll give you a little bit more information on the car by the end of this video. All right, so we're gonna start. We have the Elevate intake. We bought it from Vivo Performance, I believe. Elevate intake on this car. Let's go under the hood here. We'll just do a quick recap. You'll see more of this car on the channel. It has intercooler piping, intercooler. It has the front mount, big snap intercooler. It has a RS4 mass airflow sensor. It has the blow-off valve. It had Vivo Performance Turbo on there. I don't know, and it seized on us. So I don't know why we bought it used. So it could have been the lack of maintenance or whatever. But we have the boost controller stock or no?
Yes.
I think on this one, yeah, right now it's stock. So we did a new clutch, a little bit nicer clutch, supposedly. So we got a little bit nicer clutch on there. We already did water pump timing belt is done on this car. Injectors 650cc injectors on it right now. Downpipe, that's catted, right? Or no catted? Catted IPD, high flow downpipe on it. IPD full exhaust. Pretty much, yeah. Basic stuff, but pretty nice stuff. It has, like I said, Visco pistons. It has Darton sleeves on it, so it has a lot of nice stuff. Like when we bought it, we had to reseal like the block, the lower part of the block that holds the crank where the bearings are. It was leaking on the side, on the timing belt side, so we had to pretty much take the block apart, put it together. It was done really poorly. Whoever built this car, I think it was done by Larry's machine shop, Larry's, I think, somewhere in the United States over there. So he built the engine or the head or the block, I mean, but whoever put it together did not do a good job. I don't know who did, when, but we had to redo a lot of stuff. It was missing the AC system. We had to install all the AC parts and stuff. So it was just a hack job car. A lot of nice parts and a lot of nice shops worked on it, but the putting it together, no bueno, was not good. So we're kind of cleaning it all up, installing all the necessary stuff, like actually making it tidy. So we're tidying it up. We're trying, our goal is, now that we got a good turbo on it, now our goal is going to be just to make as nice tune as possible and then do the cosmetic stuff. Like we installed the AC system, we're trying to install all the parts so nothing looks clumsy, clean it up pretty much. That's the goal for this car. So you'll be seeing it on the channel. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to kind of show you guys this is the car. Whatever we're done to it, we got the turbo, and next we're going to be installing the turbo, and then we're going to test it on the Hilton Stage 3 file. I haven't heard from Hilton in a while, but he was nice enough to send me the files that on the car, because we were not the original people that bought the tune from him. He was nice enough to send us the files, the original file, the Stage 3 files. He even did a couple of revisions for us, so that was awesome of him. So we're gonna test it on a Hilton file, see if it does good. We may not do any revisions. If we can improve it, we'll improve it with Fabio from Brazil. We'll work on it, but we'll see. We'll have to wait. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, that's the car. If you guys have any questions or comments, comment in the comments below. Hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and as usual, see you next time. Peace.